Three. Hello everyone and a huge welcome to the 4Taxisol Zoom meet titled A Middle East Family Office Viewpoint. Today we have with us Amit Mehta from the Alabar Enterprises representing food, e-commerce and real estate. We have with us Neeraj Agrawal from the Crescent Enterprises representing oil and gas. And we have with us Stergios Voskopoulos from the trading giant Kanu Group in Bahrain. They will talk to us not only about re-strategizing their businesses amid COVID-19 and protecting their people, but also about investing strategically in this climate. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hello, everyone. Hope all of you are doing well and keeping safe. So the group is fairly diversified, and we have been very acquisitive last 4-5 years. We have diversified the group in a very decent manner. We have exposure to food manufacturing, restaurants, retail, luxury retail, a lot of digital assets that we have built over the last 4-5 years. And a lot of these digital assets are actually doing quite well. When you look at Noon.com, the number of orders have shot up materially, and it is now a challenge for us to even fulfill them because of the restriction that we are having on the ground. Some of the assets on the traditional side, like retail, entertainment, F&B, are struggling because there's no real activity there. So we are actively involved in material cost cutting there so as to manage our cash flows. But we see a very strong opportunity on the digital side where a lot of people are online. The consumer spend has increased materially. We are trying to move our resources towards the online side where we can get benefit of the huge opportunity thrown by the market. So overall, we see that COVID situation is really gonna change the landscape materially. A lot of the players should go out of the business. When you talk about last year around December, we saw that the retail, F&B, entertainment, and some of the traditional sectors had a lot of excess. People were not making money because of the oversupply in the market. Now the COVID situation will probably take out a lot of inefficient players, and what we will be left with, these guys should make a lot of money. So we are trying to look in our portfolio who are the stronger ones who should survive, and we are backing them. We in fact are constantly looking for new investment opportunities where we find strong players who can survive this downturn, and then who should become stronger, and they should be able to make a lot of money when the market picks up. I probably will come to you on our opinion on when we think the market will pick up. But yeah, we are trying to currently back the players who are strong and who will come out stronger out of this current sort of occupancy, and we have to manage our cash flows accordingly. One thing we are also seeing is a massive shift we are seeing in the digital space. So I remember last few years, we have been looking at a lot of assets, and we realized that a lot of them are trading at crazy valuations, which are not supported by the fundamental below these assets. And we believe that the funding available to the startup industry should reduce materially. And going forward, the valuation of these should be reasonable. A lot of inefficient players who doesn't have a strong business model should be wiped out of the market, and the market will be cleaned up with really strong players remaining who should be able to make a very good money next bull market. I mean, we see in the technology and the digital space, we see a repeat of 2001. And let's see how this pans out. But we currently are sitting here looking at a lot of investments. We believe that this is a very good opportunity. The asset prices have reduced materially. If you have a really good understanding of the economies of how businesses operate, then you should be able to get your hands onto really good assets. The way we are looking at buying our assets are, we like to buy assets which have strong growth, strong return on equity, and which can sustain this downturn. Americana was okay. This was an idea that I originated and I took to completion from Mr. Alabar. But the whole theme was, look, we are sort of in a desert, and there's nothing better to buy in a desert than a food asset. And we believe in food security for the nation. Everything that Mr. Alabat does has some angle that he thinks, where he thinks of the nation as a whole, for the citizens of the country. And here we felt that we are buying into one of the biggest food asset in the region, and these are not opportunities that you see on a regular basis. So we bought into Americana. The Americana is probably one of the biggest food manufacturing company in the region, having operations in more than 13 countries, into multiple business divisions, and they are also into quick service restaurants, and they control almost 40% market share in quick service restaurants. And put together, both the verticals are very defensive in nature. So when every time you see an economic downturn, people will start moving towards low cost items, or either like they start to cook at home, or they will start moving from casual dining to quick service restaurants. So at the time when we conceptualized Noon, there was only one player, Soup.com, and the services were okay, but not to the international standards. And we saw huge opportunity. And we believe that, okay, the way Alibaba has built the whole ecosystem, then there's no reason for us not to be having such a player in the region. And we didn't see Soup getting there. Obviously, the things have changed with Amazon joining us. So in our analysis, what we realized that money is not made in e-commerce. Money is probably made in a lot of allied services. And so if you want to make money and you want to really build a business which can last generations, you need to control the whole ecosystem. So we launched a project with almost $1 billion funding backing it, and $1 billion funding backing it, and we clearly worked to build 3 verticals. First is e-commerce, second being logistics, third being payments. All 3 of them are in different stages of development. Honestly, I would say that in the last 2 or 3 years since we have launched, we actually have done quite a good job. The team is really wonderful, and they are really making a mark